The chairs. How's it going? Good? Going out today?
Oh, actually, I think this is going to be, I was also at the
You're like, yes.
Oh, there you go.
I only
Okay.
won this one yesterday. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What you got there?
Bought that last night.
You bought it?
My client did.
I thought, oh God, you don't live right down the street from me. Oh, stop. No. How excited? And you got the contract accepted?
Yep, yep.
Holy mackerel.
And I'm listing their house. That's why I wanted to, I brought this to ask how I get this made.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had any
Kimberly
time.
can-
I've done a
can
few, and I'm like,
direct
okay, I
you.
just gotta sit into it. I think once Ignite's finished, I'll have a little bit more.
That's the
What was,
couple
what was that
I'm
asking
working till
price
10
on
o'clock.
that?
I was doing a
780.
contract.
787.
Well, not a
It's okay.
no rental, but it's okay. I enjoy my coat, so yeah.
Beautiful.
So we're opening their house this weekend, a week early. So everything's got to be rushed
Okay. All right, where's their house?
in Smyrna.
Okay. All right. Great. Oh, look at you writing thank you notes.
There's just not enough time in my day
I know.
right now.
I know.
Thank you for that article on SOAs. I got it on my desk, I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
I gotta read it.
That's okay. That's
Good
all
stuff.
right. They just-
Love information.
I know. Me too. Where did you get those?
Very good. But I have to tell it, my daughter, she found them, and I was like, that's perfect for me.
Did you see that, Jeff?
I know.
No, yeah,
It's cute. Anything with a heart on it's great.
like it's cute.
It is.
Yes, but it's so tasteful. It's done in the copper or what?
Yeah, it's a copper.
Oh, I love it.
Those are for next thing.
You know that there's stamps underneath
Oh, yeah.
that say thank you on them. They're beautiful. Yes, post office. I keep those stamps like this.
That's a good idea. I haven't bought stamps in so long, 'cause, you know, whatever I bought has lost a long time.
Oh,
until
okay.
now, because nothing really needed to be mailed before I started.
You should go on just look at
Oh, there.
United States Post
Yeah.
Service and look at the thank you. stuff.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Yeah, no, my wife is lost
I
in
mean,
on the prayer. We should.
helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. Make ourselves different. Because our sons can make a difference. Like our new barbecue Cuban salad with Cuban roots and a southern twist. It's our boldest,
Still struggling. Very
and spicy pickle chips. Firehouse Subs. Click the banner now to start your pickup or delivery order.
So been out every night last week. $300,000 in the entire country. They're competing with baby boomers, downsizing, flippers, investing. Right. Investment. So I've seen from my clients.
Right. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Hello. Isn't she? You know, Irene was famous for her thank you note.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Look, you can take over my legacy.
Good, then I maybe will inspire like you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good morning. Hey, I got this at the thrift store years ago, and it's a Kate Spade, so it can't be all bad.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Hey, Kareem.
Hey.
She was in person. I bought my wife all the videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, if my husband had my clothes, I would be in trouble. God, he's like, I have to talk to him. It's like, we talk about, remember fur animals?
Yeah.
Well, my husband's like, oh, just do my whole closet like fur animals, because he's colorblind, so he doesn't know. So it's a thing. Okay.
She put on uniform.
She likes it.
How are you? Good.
Oh, yeah.
So just tell me what I need to do. Stay with the actually, I brought this to ask somebody how to get this done, but this is where we bought it.
Fire, okay.
I want to taste their house. I want to do something like this. by myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my friend has a so so it's just a temporary.
Oh, right. That's the one. Straight down.
We have exactly you can.
Down between here and down to Roswell.
At the end.
How long was it on?
Oh, that's not.
Right.
It's
Got a phrase there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
My sense of right.
Is it 4 sides?
Well, thank you for showing
Sides,
us.
correct?
Okay. Yes.
Well, all right.
I will be
I'll
happy
take
to.
it. Right here.
Yep.
From your lips and then
Which is good.
you pass the man
Yeah, yeah.
up
Plus,
God here.
That's right.
yeah,
One.
Roswell's in it.
Don't walk without
Been 60 days.
You're so wonderful.
Yeah, he did 77. So he did, no due diligence. Fires.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, y'all, let's get started. Somebody give me some good news this morning.
The Braves are winning.
Yes.
Who's winning?
They
They are winning. They're playing good ball. Who's gonna go to a watch party tonight? Of course you are, Carrie. You're probably hosting one. Yeah, and what's some good news, Barry?
I want to give a shout out to Jeff and his team, Jeff Hart. I had a situation, a listing of mine, buyer made an offer. We were going to close in 3 weeks. Buyer's lender turned around and said, I can't close in 3 weeks. I said, okay, well, we're buying another house. You need to close in 3 weeks. So we got them, the buyers, to move over to Jeff, and Jeff turned it around. And
How about when you use the here and do a job? That's one, I appreciate
that's
that.
just one story.
There are others.
There are others in the Naked City.
I like that. I like that.
No, that was
Guys, Arthur and I were talking this morning during our prayer time about how blessed we are in this office. You know, not only, you know, we have the best staff, the best people here. Agents are amazing. We have very little drama in this office because I just don't do drama. That's just not something I do. So guys, we're so blessed here. Our office, last time I looked, we were #1 office for Keller Williams in Metro Atlanta as far as productivity. Guys, we've come a long way in the past 2 years, haven't we? Even though the team member before me, she was great talent, and so she sort of set the stage for me, and handed sort of proud of this office for me, guys. But we're blessed because there's so much good stuff going on here, which is actually wonderful. And so, guys, I appreciate you know that I know, and I can tell you. All right, what else? Other good news.
She's gonna kill me for this.
Who will?
Kimberly.
Good, good.
I mean, every time I just kind of burst into her, because she's level, she's always level, y'all know this. And I'm like a ball of fire, some days it's like, Kimberly, and she's like, so thank you for always dealing with all of us. When we just burst into your office with our hair on fire, we appreciate you so much more than we can ever say. Thank you for this.
Kimberly, did you remember sending out the email to her yesterday on her computer like that? She rarely forgets anything, and I forget a lot, guys, which is cool. Because anybody in television land want to share something good with us?
Yeah, I have good news. Yeah, Jim, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Jim, as this is a personal note, and I want to share with everybody. I know that
What'd you say?
Oh, I was saying that last week, I know that Clark was visiting his mother as well. And at the same time, I was planning to visit here in Colombia. Actually, I'm here in Colombia because I was visiting my mother because of health issues. And I'm just so happy. And I want to share with everybody that she's in good health. Right now, I don't know because I stopped by for a couple of days, but I just want to share that, you know, mothers is everything. So I just took a plane, come visit her, and I'm here just to support her on these tough times for her.
Let's give her a shout out of that. That's great news. Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else? Rusty.
So going forward, I won't talk about this anymore because it's an expectation, but it's this week's my first closing, my first listing, and another house under contract.
Yeah, Rusty. Months you been here? How many months have you been here?
4 months.
4 months, that's right, yes. So one thing, as many people do, the ones that show up here daily, participate in our training, they do well. So guys, you may want to pay attention to what people that are being successful do well. It's showing up. Rusty got an office in this office. He's running that. He's made a few mistakes, haven't you, Rusty? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's correct. So guys, there's so many of you are doing that, and I appreciate it. And when I see your good business, I'm like, well, they're showing up and doing good business. So guys, you know, that sounds good. All right, anybody else? Thanks for sharing, Rusty. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Gone. Next. Partners, Carrie Brown. I'm sorry. Carrie Green. Carrie Green.
Carrie Green.
I know all the colors. It is funny how it still confuses people. They're like, so you're Carrie Green of Thomas and Brown. It's like, yes, all the colors. Good morning, guys. We if I have not met you yet, I'm Carrie with Thomas and Brown. We are y'all's attorney partner here at the office. And we also have offices in Woodstock, Galleria, Buckhead, Alpharetta, and so we're all over. Somebody wanted to do this. That's who that was.
Yes, they're called.
We can do it.
Yes, sir.
So we do have a class coming up on Thursday. It's a 3-hour CE class starting at 10, and it's in person only because it's pretty interactive. We've done it here before and we had a great turnout and a lot of people couldn't come, so we wanted to offer it again. It's called Choose Your Own Adventure, and Cheryl will be the instructor. And so we're gonna go through different closing scenarios, and then you guys choose what you would do, and then we'll see if that choice will get you to a successful closing. So it's a lot of fun. So it'll be this Thursday at 10 until 1. Again, 3-hour CE credits. We'll have lunch, of course. So please do RSVP. We have sent out an email, and I'm sure we'll send out a refresher. And I hope to see you guys there. So thank you so much, and happy
Thank you.
fall.
We do love Thomas and Brown.
Thank you. We love you.
Wait.
Good morning, Keller Williams.
Good morning.
Yeah.
So,
Buenos dias.
yeah, buenos dias, Mayor Camilo, all the way from Colombia. The internet's a wonderful thing. isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm Jeff Hart with Supreme Lending, Camilo Escandon, Milo, your Milo,
Hello, right here.
you'll be back in a few days.
Can't see that.
Interest rates are ticking up. I'm sorry.
Turn the light down. Can't see it.
Okay. Yeah, I look better. My wife says I look better.
Okay.
So, sorry. I
That's
probably
okay.
shouldn't have said that. Anyway, interest rates are ticking up. Just expect it to that continue. That doesn't really affect affordability quite yet. But just expect it to continue. One thing regarding affordability, the Atlanta Business Chronicle had an article this morning on their online version. And Atlanta is, I think, number 9th in the country for fastest housing growth of the last in prices over the last 5 years. But it also did a quick study, and of the top 10 metro areas in the country, Atlanta is number 9th or 10th in terms of the lowest medium price. It's either the lowest or second lowest medium price home of all top 10 metro areas of the country. So yeah, we've had nice housing growth. We got a lot of room to grow. And that's, you know, even with a little bit higher interest rates, that's okay. Upcoming Supreme program. So this Thursday, 3 p.m. log into supremebest.com/PPB. PPB stands for Personal and Professional Best. We have Mark Rick make the calls. So it's a 2-part series. It's going to be this month and next month. I also, and then even if you're not a Georgia fan, coming up after Mark Rick, we're going to have. This hasn't been announced, but I've heard a rumor we're going to have Ben Stewart on. So, yeah,
nice.
so really cool. So, tune in for Mark Rick this coming Thursday. Next Monday, news you can use. If you're concerned about the economy, if you want to know where the economy is going, Fannie Mae's chief economist, Doug Duncan, is going to be on. You get supremebest.com news you can use Monday at 3 p.m. Okay, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be great.
Is it recorded?
It will be recorded. Yes, yeah. In case you can't miss that. Every Friday, and we do this every Friday at 1 o'clock. So if you have a customer that's questionable about their credit, they don't know, what they should do or what have you, certainly give us a call. But also they can tune in to our Credit Essentials for Home Buyers. This is just a great interactive session. They can ask questions. Lisa Myers has 25 years of working with credit bureaus. She knows which companies will do a letter deletion and which ones won't. She knows how to handle collections. She does a great job with that. So supremebest.com/credit essentials. Supremebest.com/credit essentials every Friday at 1 p.m. Realtors are welcome. Customers are welcome. Other lenders are welcome. So, except Reed, if you need some credit help. All right, well, thank you. Y'all have been awesome. Thank you for the kind words, Barry, and this office has been a great fun. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, guys, please welcome our sponsor that brought us this delicious breakfast. Come on up. So guys, this time right now is open enrollment time. And so this is a great time for us to be here because he can tell you about insurance. Go for it, sir. Welcome.
Thanks, Jim. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bill Neglia. My agency is Neglia Insurance Group. I've been a vendor of this agency for, I want to say 5-6 years. I've sponsored team meetings. I've provided my own lunch and learns, and I appreciate being back in person. I think this is the first time I've been back since the pandemic, so it's good to see some faces. So Jim mentioned open enrollment. So health insurance is my bread and butter. I do a whole bunch of other things in the insurance space, life insurance, disability, long-term care. I do Medicare products, dental, vision, the whole gamut. But health insurance, major medical is my bread and butter as an agent. And so now is the time for individuals as well as companies, teams who are looking at group insurance to look at what's available for 2022. And over the next, 6-8 weeks, about 75% are actually going to be making some sort of change. So what I offer, and you can relate to this as an agent when you have people looking at buying on their own, and all that. As an agent, I've got 38+ years experience in the insurance business. I've never done anything other than this in my entire adult life. And I've got access to all the carriers, all the products, marketplace, non-marketplace, catastrophic, comprehensive, anything you want. I can offer you and I can counsel you on what's right for you. And health insurance, like most other products and services, is not one size fits all. So, what might be right for one person might be totally inappropriate for somebody else or somebody's family. And that's where I come in as a consultant and an advisor. And there is absolutely no charge for my services. So you will pay the same exact price if you went on healthcare.gov or you called Blue Cross and spoke to somebody in a call center and bought a policy through that medium. You pay nothing for using me, my service, and my experience. So I would say, why? Why not use me? So, open enrollment is specific to ACA, Obamacare, Marketplace. People know it under different names and different contexts. It runs from November 1st, just less than 2 weeks from now, all the way through January 15th this year. Okay, the government has extended it 30 days from what it usually has been. So there's more time to get an ACA or an Obamacare policy. Again, whether or not that's the right policy for you or your family, I can help you determine that by going over your needs and what else is available throughout the marketplace. So those are the primary services that I offer. This time of year is absolutely my busiest. So I'd love to connect with you or anybody in your sphere or contacts to lend help, provide them with options, and ultimately, assist any way I can with the enrollments, and then certainly the servicing once somebody becomes a client. Any questions?
So how about writing right there on that board, your blue pen right there, your cell number, whatever number you're going to call you. They need to.
I will do that, but I also put flyers like I do every year. Some don't take them. I saw one from 2019. If that person doesn't check their mail, or just wants mail in there. But I just this morning put new flyers in everybody's mail slots, got all my contact information, but I will put it on here again. And I would say the best way to get me, the quickest, this time of year especially, is a phone call or a text. Because I get literally 100+ emails a day. And every now and then one slides by or goes into junk and I don't catch it. So call me or text me if you're trying to reach me. 404-433.
Jim.
33.
I just want to, so when I first started, I worked with Bill because I'd lost my insurance where I wasn't working corporate anymore. And he found me a policy for a third of what I could find anywhere else. So I would just encourage you, even if you think you've got a great policy, there's no harm in searching. And he sent me like 5 or 6 different policies and saved us a lot of money. So I appreciate
Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, I work with a number of agents, past, present, and hopefully future. So,
Good. I don't know why you would not call Bill and say, hey, here's what I got. Because if it's something better that he can give you, he would say, oh my God, that's a great deal, stick with him. Or he may do what he did for Rusty, and that was, he was able to get his, so it's the third of he gotten out in the marketplace. So that's quite a good deal. Guys, please, we got to Bill, he's a great friend, a good vendor. And he can sort of go through your policy, even if it's got to be another place.
yeah, if I can improve on your situation, I'm the first to tell you.
Yep. Can we give my hand, guys, for the breakfast? I like that.
All right.
I like it. All right, next we have bowl. Guys, I mean, we've got about 45 people signed up out of 340 some. And I keep asking myself, why would somebody not sign up right now? Because we've offered to, if you have a couple closings on the book, we're offered to pay for it for you and take out your next few closings. We've offered, there was at one point some bold scholarships that we had, and those are taken now. And guys, so there's so many ways you can do bold, and this is the first time it's been live in 2 years. The instructor is the one that teaches the bold coaches, and so Tammy is amazing, guys. So now I get it, $799, but guys, if you take the whole bowl and you finish, you do the activity, that'll be paid back tenfold at least. So guys, please consider at least coming to bowl first step. If you have any questions, please reach out to Arthur Rink. She can help you get into the right spot, guys. I'd love to have you guys there, because what that means is that if we get a bunch of our people there, it'll mean our last quarter and first month of January will all do well. So guys, please consider doing this. And the link has been sent out, Kimberly, how many times? 3 or 4 times. So guys, you have, just type in bowl on your email and you put this up, guys. Just come to the free session and just say, let's see, this is for me. Arthur, you want to add anything to that?
And I've got the loans, I've got the application downstairs, and we all know what the criteria is. You have to be showing up, working. I'm having the conversation again with you guys when you're signing up. You do know you have to do all 7 steps, all the activities, and no complaints. This is a productivity specific program. And I needed to know what you're in for. And like you said, $7.99, walk into SunTrust or anybody, give them $7.99. And then let's say in 5 months, get $18,000 back. I don't know where you can do that.
$799, you will have about $800 at the end of 5 months. You'll have an extra penny or something. Not much.
Yeah, true.
All right, guys, so let's move forward. Of course, guys, this is something that is so important to me in this office and to the staff and our ALC, and that is our Y4 C2Ts. God, this is what we live for. Win-win or no deal. Integrity, always do the right thing. Come on, guys. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication. That's where most things break down. Communication. Agents quit talking to each other. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Trust. Start with honesty. When you lose trust with somebody, everything else is gone. Equity, opportunities for all, and of course, last but not least, success results through people, guys. You cannot do this business by yourself. You have to have help, guys. So, guys, this is what we believe in, it's our belief system, guys, and we practice that here at Quan. Trunk or treat, Christy, you're online. You want to talk about this?
That'd be me.
Oh, is that you?
Yes.
Oh, that's you. Good. Come on
I'll
up.
defer to Mary today.
Oh, good.
I'm Mary Wilson. If you don't know me, I forgot my name badge in the car. Trunk or treat is Saturday. We need you to RSVP by when? Today.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
By tomorrow.
Thursday. It says Thursday. RSVP by Thursday.
By Thursday.
We need cookie donations by Thursday, please, and we need more people to come and open their trunks and pass out candy and dress up and have fun. So we're gonna have fun. So come on out, RSVP. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's this Saturday from what time to what time?
3 to 5.
3 to 5, guys. So come on out and do that. And I will be there, guys. I can't hear what I'll come dressed at, but I'll come dressed as something. But I will be dressed though. That's the good news. Yes, sorry. Coach isn't scared, but happy to carve out time to chat about your business. But guys, this is another thing that we do that no offices do. We've got 3 great people here that I'll coach, but I'm gonna talk about these 2 specifically, Carrie and Barry. Guys, They will coach you to the next level. They'll help you get to, God, I've been making $60,000 since the last 3 years. I really want to be 100 or 200. Guys, they will get you there and help you achieve that success. And guys, it's not scary. I did not have a coach like this office 10 years ago, and it has changed me more than I can tell you. Want to add anything to that, Arthur?
Barry?
Yeah, so, hi, everybody.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Barry. Hey, Barry. Enthusiastic round of applause. No, as it says, Carrie, Arthurine and I are here as productivity coaches. You know, we'd love to talk with people. It's the fourth quarter. If you haven't started your fourth quarter planning, if you haven't, looked at this past year and said, what did I do against my goals? Did I meet my goals? Did I exceed my goals? What's working, what's not working? We'd be happy to sit down with you for a 30-minute complimentary session and talk about what coaching can do for you. In fact, today at 11:30, I'll be doing a Move Your Business Forward meetup, I guess, downstairs. It'll be kind of a Q&A, but if you'd like to join me at 11:30 today for 45 minutes to an hour, we can do that. Tomorrow at 11, I will be holding a class downstairs about buying online leads, what that's all about, how to convert them, and what to expect. If you're thinking about purchasing leads through any of the online lead services or even through pay-per-click, you need to understand more about how those leads work and what that process is. There's an RSVP link out there, I think Kimberly sent or Amani sent. Please register. I think I only have 3 or 4 people, and I'd love to have some more people there tomorrow at 11. And that's my story if anybody has questions.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, David. Barry. Is Carrie online? You're online,
You are
Carrie?
Zooming tomorrow.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, please take advantage of these great resources, guys. They're here for you, and a coach will change your life. It's like if you want to start golf today, you can go out and hit the ball yourself, and you will make some progress. But if you want to make great progress, you hire a coach, guys. So, guys, this is what you need to
Hey,
do
Jim.
forward.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but can I say one thing about Bold?
Sure.
So I joined Keller Williams 9 years ago. I've been, this year is my 18th year in the business. So I'd already been in business for 10 years. And I went into Bold relatively quickly after joining Keller Williams. And it was an overwhelming experience in a lot of positive ways. I'm going to tell you this. I've done Bold 3 times. It's a newer program now. I haven't done the new one, which is why I'll be doing it this fall. This is about just, it's not a course that you complete. It's not a CE. It's an experiential type of thing. Every time you take it, you'll get something different from it because you'll be in a different part of your business and a different mindset. I highly, highly recommend to come to the first free step for sure. But if you join Keller Williams for everything that we offer, this is it in a pill, right? So you're crazy not to at least come to the first session and take a look at it. The $790, if that's what's stopping you, come talk to us because that's a mindset issue, and Bold is all about mindset. So it's not the money. I just wanted to plug that, and I'm very excited to see what Bold, the new Bold, is about.
Barry, thank you for that. That's exactly what it's about, guys. And I never thought about it being everything we offer in a pill, guys. If you're looking for the easy pill, that's it.
Take the blue pill.
Take the blue pill. That's right. All right, guys. As always, Kevin Jackson, God bless you, Kevin, is going to do command happy hour from your house. It's this Thursday from 5 until 6. Jump on there, guys. You will not believe how this will change the way you do business. It's one of the ways that it'll just allow you to do business easier, and it'll be on the autopilot once you set it up, right, Michelle?
Correct. I love it.
On the autopilot, guys. This is something you need to have to do. Okay. 2-day national MREA business planning clinic hosted by Gene Rivers. Gene Rivers is one of my favorite coaches, one of my favorite teachers, guys. He is great talent. He lives in Florida and is going to do this for the Rawls Group, October 20th and 21st. It's national. She's national. And it's live streamed on KW Connect. I know you're tired like I am of Zoom calls, but guys, this is worth jumping on. You can sit at home in your PJs and take this, and Gene Rivers is amazing. What's the cost?
Nothing.
Just your time, guys.
So the link will be it's gonna be live streamed on KW Connect. So if you go on KW Connect right now, you can see the information. We're also gonna live stream it in our pivot shift. So it's gonna be there, recorded, you can pull it up. You just can't miss this master. You can't miss it. Gene is amazing at teaching business planning. He's one of the best instructors out there, period.
And you know, may I add
Yes,
something
please.
as far as on the Facebook that Arthurine just talked about? If you've had co-op agents that you had, you did business with, what a great way, because they can join that pivot
Yes.
on Facebook and also participate in the business planning clinic. So it's a great way to introduce them to Keller Williams, but they don't have to be Keller.
Right.
So share back, give something back to them for doing such a good job with you.
Guys, and also contact Mastermind backup offers, guys. If you have a listing right now, you should work as harder to get a backup offer as you to get the original offer, guys, because a lot of the original offers end up dead. So, work on backup offers and know what you can and cannot do. So please join us Friday, October 22nd, from 11 to 12, in person and virtual. And of course, our chief brokers are going to be teaching that class, Michelle and Sherry. So they will keep you out of real estate prison. Group coaching discussion taught by Kim Smith, October 25th, 11 to 12. Check your email for a Zoom link. Kim Smith is a great friend of this office, has a great business to help you get things to closing to make sure.
Oh, no, not that Kim, not that Kim.
Different one, Kim, sorry.
Libby's director, yeah.
Gotcha. Libby's director, Kim Smith. So anyway,
Yes.
it'll be taught DocuSign group coaching on October 25th from 11 to 12. Please jump in there also. Guys, we do so much here. It's almost overwhelming for me. But guys, that's we want everybody to have a chance to do something. The GPS, the 411, break down your big goals into bite-sized pieces so that you can make them happen. Join us and find out how. October 27th, from 11 to 12. Taught by our own Arthurine Johnson.
One of my favorite classes to teach. It really is. Most of us have never heard of a GPS before we came here, or a 411. So come find out what it is and why it is integral to your business, period.
Power Day, join us for the regeneration, leading in by holiday, leading this holiday season is coming up
Can I
November
talk
1st.
about that?
You can.
Okay, so we're very strategic in this office about the things that we do. So you notice we have bold first step, and everybody should be at bold first step, right? We should have spending room only at bold first step. So once we do bold first step and you join bold, then of course we're gonna support you in this office. That is why we have a power day, right? Usually we go from 9 to 11. We're gonna go from 8:30 to 1, so you can get your 20 calls in. So this is to support bold, right? In an atmosphere where other people are doing the same thing. So please put this on your calendar. I would like to be upstairs here with this room almost full to capacity. So we can get our calls on, because we're gonna make care calls. It's no more calling expired and people or whatever. We're gonna put bold into action immediately, and we're gonna do those care calls. And if you don't know what care calls are, see one of my peeps that show up every day for their scripts and role play, and they'll tell you what the basis of a care call is.
Or call you all. There is a reason why we take more listings than any other Wall Street office, even though we're one of the smaller offices. There's a reason why we're the #1 Keller Williams office in Atlanta right now. That first, Peachtree Road sometimes will jump ahead of us for a few days, and they've got 475 agents, so it should be ahead of us all the time. Okay, we focus on this every single day on helping you guys get leads. We're gonna talk about this more a little later. Anyway, jump into this, guy. You'll do it. You go, I picked up 2 leads. I can't believe it. Great Christmas money, guys. All right, Michelle, you're on. Lessons learned.
All right. Thank you. Okay. How many of you all are writing contracts? Of course.
Every hand should go.
I know. Okay, that was a trick question. No, how many of you are writing perfect contracts that when the other party responds, there are no changes?
Well, we hope so.
Well, okay, so none of the terms change, nothing. They usually,
We hope.
yeah, they usually do.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, you've gone back and forth sometimes, multiple times with counteroffer, another counteroffer, and then you go forward, you come with an agreement and everything's fine. The challenge comes when there's financing and somebody wants a clean copy. Do you ever ask for a clean copy? Reed?
Not most of the time. We can usually decipher what's there. We've seen-
Okay.
I've seen the markup and initials. And
Because you know the Georgia contracts.
Right.
And how about you?
Yeah, as long as it's legible, that's all we need.
Okay,
We need more
but what I found is when you're doing a lot of out-of-state internet, where they really don't know our contracts, they get confused. So the first thing that they do is ask for a clean contract. Has anybody experienced that?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so what do you do when you're asked for a clean contract? How do you do it?
Start over my clean contract.
Okay, all right. And with our electronic signatures, is that ever a problem?
Interesting.
Well,
I bet you want me to
yeah,
say yes.
interesting is right, because now what is it, let's say 10 days have gone by. What's it dated now? 10 days later.
Yeah.
Yes, and so when you do that, are you possibly triggering new dates for your due diligence, things like that? Possibly, yes. How do you solve it?
Well, I would just go, I mean, and I don't think this is the right answer. If I'm asked to send a clean contract, I'm gonna have to figure out a way, barring a special step that says when they actually started, to get just a plain, sorry, just plain signatures the old fashioned way with the original dates, or like I said, we can put a special stip that everybody understands when the dates actually started. So I don't know the right answer.
Well, you came close.
Okay.
The first one where you use a plain contract and nobody dates it is not the correct answer.
No,
but you-
the
Date
original.
previously,
date, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, but you did get it right. How many of you have ever looked at the GAR special steps?
I have.
If you haven't, print them out and take a look at them. I go through and I highlight things that I think that we would use most often. So if you look at SS, which means special step 622, there's one called the informed copy of agreement. This is the simple line that you would put in your special steps. And it says buyer and seller acknowledge that the above agreement is a conformed copy of an agreement between the parties dated, and you use the date previously, in the event of any conflict between this conformed agreement and the original thereof, all parties agree that the original agreement shall control. Simple. That's all you need to do. And then nothing changes. But if you don't put that in there, you could create problems. Any questions? Okay. All right, fantastic. And we only had one boo-boo this week. I had an agent that was in an apartment, or not an apartment, in condos, and there were 16 for sale. And so she picked the wrong one when she went, got the lockbox, didn't have an appointment, and opened up. Just say hello when you go into some place and it stopped the problem. So anyway, that was just the little thing that can happen to us. Agent needs, are we working with anybody that you cannot find that perfect home, Heather Abernathy? Go ahead and say your name and tell us what you need.
Okay, I'm Heather Abernathy. I have a bunch of buyer needs. What's great is all these do not have to sell homes to buy, and they have homes they could sell if they could buy, which is amazing. I have up to 850 in Walton, their High School District. They just need 5 bedrooms above ground. And they built a basement of this 1.6 million in Walton District. They want a finished basement, at least 5 bedrooms, 3 full baths above ground. Love Indian Hills. Up to 575 in the Woodmont Country Club up in Canton, which that's the only neighborhood they seem to want right now. Up to 550 in Wheeler Walton District. They can do spray berries as well, 4, 2.5, don't need to have the basement. Up to 2.5 million in Roswell, Friday, East Kennesaw. They're actually like really pretty simple in that regard because they're pretty high budget, but they're willing to go almost anywhere. Up to 1.2 million in Dickerson Middle School only, and they want to do some updating under $1 million. And then we have up to $2 million only in high gates. Just very specific.
Okay,
So a
good.
lot.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah. You never know, right?
Thank you, Heather.
That could be like 1 year, right? Just get all that done.
Who else? Do help. Need some help.
I need help.
Okay, Yvette.
Yes.
Yes.
Yvette Barajas, buyers. I have one looking on Hiram, Powder Springs, up to 300, and needs to have backyard in a good condition. Another one on Hiram, Powder Springs, Marietta, up to 290, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, good condition as well. And he's looking on Marietta and Powder Springs as well, up to 300. And then I have another one on Lawrenceville up to 330, and another one on Lawrenceville or Beaufort. This one, she would like to find something not older than 2015, 4 to 5 bedrooms, and she can go up to 600.
Great. Thank you. Arthurine.
All right. Oh, thank you very much. So,
Now go ahead and say your name.
oh, thank you. Arthurine. So I've got one for 550 and Brazelton, Swanee. Now we're in Johns Creek, Alpharetta, and he's got a swinging house in Florida that he needs to sell, that when we list, it's gonna go like this. It looks like a model home, and I've already found him an agent. But of course, he won't sell until I find him something here. The catch with him is that we need a 3-car garage. So please help me with that, because he's got toys. And I need 250 in Decatur. I've gone to Decatur, I've gone to Covington, and I've gone to Conyers. So there's a shortage everywhere. And I need 2 for Sprayberry. They're both at 450 max and 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. So.
Where do you need the 3-car garage?
Brazelton, Swanee, Gainesville, Alpharetta, or Johns Creek. So we've opened up the area.
Okay.
Must have a 3-car garage.
And the price point?
Up to 550.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sharika.
Hi, everyone, I'm Sharika. So I have a buyer like in every city, every price range. So, but the one I really want to ask about is if anyone has anything for East Cobb under 550. Does anyone have anything coming up for East Cobb under 550?
Oh, that domino.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sharika. Mary.
It's not a house, but if anybody knows any Portuguese speaking agents, I could really use the help.
Go to Rose Group.
I did.
Adriana Wait.
I did.
Adriana Wait.
Very
similar to Spanish, but I don't know,
Okay.
So Adriana Wait speaks Portuguese.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Thank you for the resources. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody on TV land? We hadn't heard from you. Well, why don't we jump to upcoming listings coming soon, and then if somebody else needs to jump in, that's fine. How about upcoming listings? Rusty.
Rusty Clark, I have a coming soon that's coming sooner than I anticipated. So we're gonna be a week early. It's gonna be open house Saturday, Sunday. As soon as I get all the pictures and stuff, I'll get that on our website, Facebook, but please everybody come. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, brick traditional in Smyrna, about 5 minutes from the Vinings area, about 10 minutes from the stadium. We're still working on the price point, but somewhere around 600,000.
Where is it exactly in Smyrna? Rusty?
Where is it
Rusty,
exactly?
where is it in Smyrna? Where in Smyrna?
We're in
It's,
Smyrna.
the address is 5098 Healy Drive, if you want to look it up. It's 5098 Healy Drive.
Okay. Right. Well, if you got anybody, reach out to us.
Yes, please.
Okay. I saw some other hands. Oh, Yvette.
Yes, Yvette Barajas. I have a coming up
condo in Atlanta. It's not, I mean, it's going to be ready in the next week or so, but he's trying to sell it as is. That condo has that road, and he's trying to sell it for 185,000. Has 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath. It's a very nice, it's nice unit, but it needs to be, you know, treat them all. Anyway, if you have anyone like an investor, a buyer, please let me know. And I have a new listing on Kennesaw, has 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and it's listed for 300. We are expecting to have more than that. And I have another one on Conyers, has been in the market for the last 4 days for 400. Has 3 bedrooms and a full finished basement. I shouldn't call bedrooms in the basement because it doesn't have windows, but has like a 3 or 4 bonus room, I would say like that. And we are expecting to reduce the price to $350 on Thursday if we don't receive any offers today or tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anybody in TV land? Any upcoming listings?
Hey, Michelle, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can announce it. It's on Windsor Oak, Lasker School District, 6 bedroom, 3.5 baths, cul-de-sac, 650. Going live Thursday.
Fantastic, thank you. All right. Going once, going twice, Jim, it's yours.
So guys,
Thank you.
this has bothered me for a while. I haven't discussed with Michelle yet, but we have all these meetings. And after they say them, they're gone like they don't remember them, do you? They're not. So what if we had an email address, and I'm thinking of out loud right now, so we may make, Michelle, you and I talk about, that was like Quan/new listings at kw.com, where you could send that to us, and the day we could push it out there. Would that be a help, guys?
Yes.
Or a website. We say these things like.
They're on the Facebook page.
Go ahead. Sure, okay, good. Anyway, because I will leave you out. Anyway, guys, we just need to do something because we don't remember them 5 minutes later, right? So let's do something. And Kim, let's you and the 3 of us work together and maybe have like Quan/needs/listings at kdb.com where they can email it to us and we can push it out to them today. Y'all think it'd be a good idea?
Yes.
Someone in television land tell me that's a good idea.
You're on mute.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
You jump up and down.
Buena idea, muy buena idea, Jim.
All the way.
All right, thank you guys so much. All right, guys, one of the things that I want to talk about this morning is 5 ways that you may not have considered to grow your business. Because guys, as you all know, I've told these numbers multiple times. In 2007, how many listings were there during the downturn and extreme vibrant? How many listings were in your life? I've mentioned this number many times, and you can answer. How many? Does anybody remember? I mentioned it multiple times.
60, 70,
It's 50,000.
50,000.
50,000, okay, guys, and that's what I remember. It could have been 55, could have been 45. And then a year ago in July, we had about 14,500 listings. And then this July, we had about 3,500 listings. That's now, I think about 8,000 now. I think that's right now. I don't remember, guys. So do we need listings? We do need listings right now. So I thought, let's talk about what we can do to increase our listing inventory, also increase our business. So guys, the thing I would tell you, I would ask you a question. What is the #1 way to prospect for business?
Your existing clients, your pipeline.
Your pipeline, exactly right, which should also be your what? Set code.
Database.
Your database, your sphere. That is still the #1 way to get business, hands down, because as soon as they know that you're looking for business and they call you, hey, Jim, we're gonna sell our house, and you leave it. But maybe you should call them and say, don't you find somebody. So guys, work in your database. Now, here's the question, coaches and everybody else, how often should you touch your database? Which doesn't mean call them and say, hey, who you doing real estate business? How often should you touch your database? What do you hear out there, Arthur?
We have a system for that. It's called the 33 touch, 36 touch.
Right.
36 touch in addition to your pop buys. So some of the best agents that I've heard on the stage with Gary, they have like a 72 touch.
Yep.
And they make like millions a year. Millions, and all they do is they work, they got database and sphere of influence.
So guys, your database is your best friend when it comes to that. That's where most of your leads come from. Now, if you talk to Gary Keller, and this is not my philosophy, a lot of you buy leads, he goes, people that buy leads are too lazy to work the database. That's basically what he says. Now, is Gary Keller right on that way? He certainly has his opinion, his strong opinion, but he runs the #1 company for real estate in the world. So guys, he may have a good opinion about that, guys. So working your database is still the #1 thing. For example, what could you do with your database for this weekend? You can do what then? You call me, tell them to do what?
Come to the trunk or treat.
Come to the trunk or treat. Say, hey, guess what? We're having a trunk or treat. Just come over, bring your kids, free candy, free face painting. Come and just join us. Andrew Morgan has a great way of buying 4 basketball tickets and calling the database. I've got 4 basketball tickets. Would you like them? We guess it has to be about a 3rd person before they say yes. But he said yes to 1, but 39 people got offered the ticket, right? That's one way that Andrew works his data. At least he used to, I think he still does that exceptionally well, guys. So guys, working your database still is #1. And if you're not touching your database regularly, you are missing the boat, because that's where your business comes from. Adding to your database. How can you add to your database? What can you do?
Go out and meet people.
Say it again.
Go out and meet people.
Okay, well, people like that. Okay, what else? What? Open houses. I do open houses every single weekend, guys. Now, open houses a little harder to do right now because we have a lack of what?
Listings.
Listings. That's the right time. If you have time to live in a house, a listing is usually gone before that time. So guys, so I get that, guys. But guys, there are multiple ways to work your database and get new people. One of the ways a friend of mine does it, he goes once a week to Starbucks and sits there with his name tag on. Gets business every single time.
Door knocking.
Door knocking, one of the best ways. Now, people say, but Jim, it's COVID and no one does that. Well, you're wrong. People do it daily. And so guys, just think about different ways that you can do business without having to do it. And that is not having to change the way you're doing stuff. And that's your database and increasing your database. Okay. Now, everyone agrees right now that we do need listings and we need less buyers and more listings. And one of the ways that a couple of really industrious agents have found to get their business is to go out there and find a builder. Say, Mr. Builder, if I can find some lots for you, would you build lots from me, and would you allow me to list the house? The answer is going to be what? Builders are notorious for working with whoever brings them the business. And guys, you have to go out and find a subdivision of 30 lots? No, you can find infill lots. Someone tell me what an infill lot is. What does that mean? It's an old term.
It's a lot between houses. It's a
0 lot lines sometimes.
you know, it's just a one-off.
Exactly right. Do you think there's places in East Cobb where there's an old house that you could probably tear down and put up a nice new house that someone would buy? 100%. 100%, guys. So guys, get out there and start looking and thinking, where are these places? Go out to maybe subdivision where there's an abandoned lot that no one's built on. Now, that'll be hard to find. I'll give you that for me. But guys, if you can find a builder or even someone that is a general contractor and find them a lot to build on. Now, guys, are you going to find a lot the first time you go out there?
No.
Second time?
Probably not.
21st time? Probably. But guys, do you think if you built something right now, do you think that maybe it would sell unless you built a $750,000 house in a $300,000 neighborhood? That may take a bit longer to sell. But do we need more homes, new homes? All right, do you have something?
Jim, I was just gonna say, I've gotten more applications for construction to perm loans. So what you're saying right there is so accurate. There's a lot of people who are considering finding a lot and building a house. So there's a big time market for that.
Huge. Now, guys, in Atlanta, Georgia, we're in the top 10% of lot permits and building permits. And right here, you can't see it, but right there we are in the green, which is the areas that are the highest United States for building permits. So guys, we're at 37%. So one of the highest in the whole nation. So guys, we're building a lot of stuff out there. So guys, if you can find a builder or a general contractor that'll go in with you on that, then you can make it happen. Now, the first question is the gym. Who's going to fund that? How do you fund those type of things? Well, can you call Jeff or Reed?
Yep.
Would y'all be able to help with that process, Jeff?
Yep.
Okay. How else can you fund it?
Investors,
Say it again.
investors.
Investors that are out there that would love to do it. If you find one of your parents or one of your grandparents that has a 401k or has some type of a retirement account, you can take the money from that and fund it, and they will get a great return on their investment. So guys, I'll be thinking today, who do I know that is a builder or a developer or maybe just a general contractor that I can network with, okay? Who may be a great source for that person? Who may know who those people are? How about your favorite inspector? How many of you have called your favorite inspector and said, hey, Bill, you know, you think you're doing those last 3 inspections? By the way, who do you know is getting ready to buy or sell? Or by the way, what builder out there can you connect me with that I might be able to help him find or her find some lots? And there's some great lady builders out there, some great ones. So guys, network every single day with somebody that can help you find that builder. So if you find the builder, you sell him or her the what? It's a lot. And then they're going to do what with you? List the property, right?
Yes.
If you get lucky, you'll sell it to your own what? Buyer. Gosh, y'all so quiet this morning. Wake up. Your own buyer. Television land is dead this morning. Your own buyer. If you get really lucky, you'll be able to list that buyer's what? House. Guys, this is where people that are not doing the traditional way of doing business and having 40 buyers they can't find anything for, they go out there finding these type of things. And guys, that will make you really, really, really a great agent to where you can get in this market. Because guys, if you're just out there prospecting for listings right now, is it harder to find listings right now? You need to find different ways to do it, okay? And then this is the one let's see if I can have these stats here. Oh yeah, okay. So NAR did a study and it's titled "Housing is a critical infrastructure issue." In the past 20 years, we have underbuilt housing by 5.5 million houses. To fill that gap, we need to build 2 million houses per year for the next decade. Wow. Do you see an opportunity there?
Yes.
Exactly. Now, guys, if you want to find land, go down and talk to Dan. He can tell you about land, a commercial guy. He can tell you about that. But guys, just get out and start driving around and start calling out state owners. Do something to where you can find even a one-off, as someone said, house that you can build. Okay, so there's a great need for that. And the good agents, you know, the incredible agents are going to where the needs are, not thinking, well, I've got these 40 buyers and they all want 200,000 in Buckhead. So guys, you got to get out of that mindset and think, where can I go to find more business? Okay. Now, this is the one that surprised me. I didn't think about this one. This is all coming from a magazine that I was reading yesterday, a realtor magazine. Vacation homes have jumped 57% this year, according to NAR. And how could you make a vacation home that your clients may be buying? By the way, a bunch of them buy them with cash, with CASH. So what could you do to turn vacation homes into a money-making adventure for you? What could you do?
Airbnb.
Help me with that. Airbnb. How would that help you do a vacation home? I'm talking about, I hear what you're saying. In other words, buy an investment property, turn Airbnb. I hadn't even thought about that one. That's a good one. You could do that, okay? But most people, do they want a vacation in Atlanta? Where do they typically want a vacation? Where? The beach. That's right.
Beach or the mountains.
The mountains. Exactly right, guys. I mean, a lot of this time, well, they went down to, I think, was it Wooden Panama? So they went down to, anyway, they went as far as the place, the vacation there, guys. So is this an opportunity for you to call Mary at Sandusky? Say, hey, Mary, it's Jim Alexander. You don't know me, but I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Would you be okay if I refer business to you? What do you think she would say?
Glorious.
Oh my God, yes, great, great. So here's my contact, hey, here's also, by the way, if you have somebody that wants to sell their house in Atlanta, that wants to buy a vacation house, would you call me? Yes, I will. So guys, how many people could you today call at different areas you'd love to vacation? Unlimited.
Bowl is coming up. This is how you get your 20 contacts.
That's right.
Just go call our agents all over the globe. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have so much fun in this bowl. Oh.
Right.
All right, guys. So my fifth one is one that I used to tell agents even 20 years ago. And right now think about it. Okay, how many have called your vendors lately that you give business to regularly and say, hey, Bill, I love that you came out and checked my HVAC system. Thank you for doing that. By the way, would you be okay, Bill, if I refer more people to you? What's Bill gonna say?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I would love that. Yes, Jim. How are you? Well, great. Well, then do me a favor, okay? When you have someone that's selling their HVAC thinking about selling, would you think of me? Yes, I'll do that. So who could you call out there? Could you, do they still have the yellow pages out there?
Mary, can you share who you've been calling? What vendors you've been calling?
Oh, estate attorneys.
Estate attorneys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
estate
been,
attorneys.
I've been through so much loss. I know how it is. So I've been calling estate attorneys, and I had a meeting yesterday with one. And we're going to work with each other. So I'm calling more.
Realize that if you talk to a vendor, they'll probably tell you, no one's ever called me asking for business. No one's ever called me. Do we still have the yellow pages or those?
Yes, yes, we have some.
Take the yellow pages, look through there. Hey, Mr. HVAC person, will you refer me business? Yes. Hey, Mr. Can you call multiple ones and promise them all business?
Yes.
Anything wrong with that?
No.
And you may find, I can believe this, but a lady called me today and said she needed to get her plumbing fixed because you might sell a house. Can I refer that business to you? And do you have to even pay the referral fee? No, guys. So guys, the ones of you that daily prospect are the ones that are doing business right now. There are a couple of teams here that prospect 2 to 3 hours every single day. Their GCI is over 2 million. And they prospect every single day. Now they cheat a little bit. I'm talking to some of the best people I love, okay? How do they cheat a little bit?
You have ISA.
They have ISA. Someone tell me what ISA stands for.
Inside Sales Association.
And Arthur, tell us what they do.
They love this. And they don't like people as much. So they get their list of names and they go to their little cube and they dial all day long and they make appointments. That's what they love to do and they do it extremely well.
There are multiple ways to achieve multiple ways. I've always said in my business, when I was selling real estate, if everyone was going right, I chose to the left. Right now, everybody's still thinking I need to go out and get listings. Guys, I want you to get listings, and we do that well here. But there are a lot of listings out there to be had right now. It's just not. And we're having the best year ever. And I get like that, guys. So you got to think, okay, so the listings are hard to get right now for a lot of reasons. Let me go here and try this differently. All right, last but not least, how can we use social media to get more business? Barry, how would you use social media?
So I have a Facebook business page and I invite all my friends to the Facebook business page. And once they like my page, then at some point shortly after that, I'll reach out to them and ask them if it's okay if I put them in my database.
Yeah.
And that's how I move them into the pipeline.
Besides Facebook, what else is out there on social media that you could be using?
Instagram.
Instagram,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn,
Twitter.
say it again.
Twitter, I guess.
Exactly. Okay. What else?
TikTok.
YouTube. TikTok. So you all know my adopted son Greg. I don't think he's online today. He just got a lead, not even licensed yet, through TikTok yesterday. Now I asked him how he did it. We haven't talked today, but he got a lead through TikTok. I know what TikTok is because I get sent videos from TikTok once in a while, and beyond that, I don't know what it is. Don't really care what it is. But guys, you gotta find a way to do something no one else is doing. It's like, guys, you gotta reinvent the wheel right now. So I'll close with this, then we're gonna open it up to people that have ideas, you know, guys. People here know on TV land. Guys, in the next year, the market is going to be what? Strong or soft? Strong.
Very strong.
And someone is going to be able to do what our ALC wants to do. I asked the ALC, I said, guys, what would you like to have accomplished by a year from now? Maybe it's something that you go, wow, if I could accomplish that, I would be like, wow. One of them said, well, if I had a lake house at this time next year, I would be thrilled. One of them said, if I could have my GCI same this year, I'd be thrilled. Someone said, if I did my 2020 numbers, one person that said, I wish I could have 500K GCI by this time next year. So all this stuff, 70 units, but I only did maybe 30 this year. So got our 35 million sales, whatever it is. Okay, guys, somebody in Atlanta, Georgia is going to hit and surpass those goals. Somebody is. And the person that sets in a plan for lead generation daily is the one that's going to make that happen. As my friend Courtney has said, I quote her often, I'm no different than you. I'm just willing to
Do the work.
do the activities you're not willing to do. It's that simple, guys. And guys, what other ways, and TV land, I'd love for you guys to jump in. What other ways can you think would be a great way to prospect?
I will tell you what's working from our pivot shift group, and it's a lot of people with great minds on that call every morning. And it's the golden letters. I have sent the golden letter myself to my database, and I've had 3 pieces of closed business from that letter because of that letter.
Great. What's that?
What's the golden letter? www.whatsthegoldenletter.com. We put it in there. All you have to do is just change your name and send that script out to your database in the form of an email and follow it up with a call.
Love that.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Ari, would you mind repeating that, the link for us?
One more time.
www.whatsthegoldenletter.com.
What is it?
What's the golden letter?
Great.
.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sounds great.
And it's designed to go out to your database first, and then you can send it to your farm. Follow up with a phone call.
Thank you.
Russ, there's a lot of tools out there, I think that are underutilized. I use RPR a lot. You can actually, there's 1,000 tools on there. I still haven't got it all figured out, but you can data mine like crazy on there. You can pull up a neighborhood and tell you everybody that's lived there and they're home for at least 10 years, because the average turnover 7 to 10 years. So then you just direct mail to those. But if you haven't used RPR, it's a gold mine.
What does the acronym stand for?
Realtors.
Cool thing is if you just type in RPR.com.
Yeah.
RPR.com.
Yeah.
Dude, that resource right there is what,
I don't know.
the really good flippers use that right there religiously.
Realtors,
The
property.
really good
resource.
flippers,
Thank you.
because that's a person, that's why they're looking for somebody who's been in their house 10 years, a certain demographic. Those are the most likely to want to sell.
All right. I like that. Thanks for sharing, Russ. As I used to do business by picking a neighborhood and writing them off for handwritten letters. Say, hey, I got a buyer that wants to be in your neighborhood. Somebody just sold there. Have you thought about selling? I'll call you later. If you get a handwritten letter in the mail, which almost nobody does anymore, what's the first thing you open up? Now, Michelle does it regularly.
I do.
Yeah.
And I got a fabulous piece of business by doing it. I just wrote a thank you note for just nice to meet you. And 3 months later, they called me and said, you're the only one that's ever written us a note for nothing. And we want you to do business. So $15,000 later, 2 months later, I was done. That was cheap. Irene is amazing. She does it consistently. And then Michelle Myers, who just joined us, she does it. So, nice to get them in the mail.
It is nowadays, because people don't get, but and just recognizing people, like I'll send out handwritten birthday cards, or anniversaries or whatever. I haven't gotten the payoff yet, but I've gotten the response, so I'm hopeful down the road that it'll be a payoff.
How about stop wishing people happy birthday on Facebook? How about start calling them? Hey, you're on Facebook, you know, we never met, but happy birthday. I've got 2,700 people on my Facebook account, and I bet you I may know 500 of them well. The rest of them just reach out to me for different reasons. What if you call them and say, hey, just think about your birthday? Oh, yeah, we haven't met. Sweet for a cup of coffee. So guys, we hide behind what we call passive ways of doing real estate. Angela, what's a passive way of doing real estate or origination?
Referrals.
Passive.
Just sending out emails.
Now, if you do emails and command, you don't regularly, might use this for that. Sure, if it's set up correctly, you can do that, but to just do everything where you don't talk to people, they is a passive way of doing real estate. Then might happen, yes, it might. But making phone calls, that is what will get you business more regularly. That's what happens if we do that. And go, oh my God, if I call 100 people, I got 5 leads. I'm so excited. And you will get 5 leads once you charge for it. What happens next? We start working these 5 leads and we do no lead generation. So guys, between now and the end of the year, or this time next year, I'd love you all to think about what would I love to be this time next year. If I made nothing this year, if I made $100,000, that'd be a big deal for me. Sure. If you never made $100,000 before, could you make it? Could you prospect daily? Answer is absolutely. It's like if I went to the gym daily and worked out with a trainer, would I lose weight I want to lose? Depends how much I eat tonight. So that's my downfall. That's right. So guys, so this time next year, whatever goal you want to achieve, you're going to achieve it. And the people in this office that will tell you they've been for less than you, but you know, and I'm doing well. What percentage of the agents in the United States, those agents, prospect for business at least one time a month? They have an activity. You know what percentage it is? Less than 5%.
Say that again.
Less than 5% of agents around the country prospect even once a week or once a month for business.
Yes. Yes.
Which means it's a planned activity, and they don't walk into Kroger with a name tag on. Someone says, hey, I'm getting ready to sell my house. Could that happen? Sure it could. Sure it could. You need to wear any place you go. The guys, the people that plan the activities daily, that's the ones that consistently do business. Last but not least, anybody else have a way to do business that they have not shared yet? I'm sorry, I want to finish that. Anybody at all? TV land, are y'all there?
Work divorce leads.
What'd you ask?
Right here, behind you.
Real person.
Right here. I'm sorry.
I'm Ann Bridges. I haven't taken my license exam yet. Been interested in real estate my whole life. Sold insurance for 20 years and wanted to change. So I'm gonna be taking my licensing, but I've been reading the book and I saw where it said work divorce leads. So, you know, friends that are getting divorced, unhappy wives, you know, okay, I'm about to sell whatever. No, I just wanted to share that as a way.
Divorces. It's sad, guys, but how about that, guys? Guys, I want everybody in here to figure out some way to go left when everybody else is going right. Figure out what's unique for you. Mine was, I'd have an open house every Sunday, across the neighborhood, and I'd write everybody a handwritten note. And it took me several days now, but 500 neighborhoods I would have done that. The neighborhoods that are small, I write everybody handwritten note. Had open house today, went well. Love the neighborhood, have got buyers, would you consider selling? And I always got business every single time. Because it's consistent with what these guys. Anything else somebody wants to share? Yes, ma'am.
I really enjoy the client events because I get to be around people that love me. It's so much fun. And you get built up and they're happy to be there because it's free and there's so many fun things you can do now. And COVID's not so bad, hopefully. And, you know, I took Libby's idea with the Christmas photo shoot. So this weekend we have 2 days of just everyone coming out and getting pictures for Christmas. And they're happy because they're not all close together. So, and it's outdoors and it gets you in front of everyone because now we have about 6 spots left out of 30. So now I open it up to my neighborhood, I open it up to other friends. What am I using for it? Up in Canton, they have like 2 different settings. Like one's in front of like pool barn and the other one's like an old W bus kind of thing. Yeah, so things like that. But that's what I enjoy doing. So I think anybody that wants to get good leads, you do things you enjoy doing. People can feel that energy, and that positivity, and you're happier. So.
I sold real estate 25 years ago. I had a client that and I invite that bus. We were on tour of Atlanta, and we had cocktails on the bus, and we ended up at the bar sheet for dinner.
Nice.
It cost me at the time $3,000 or $4,000. This is just from that one trip. Who wouldn't want to go on a tour of Atlanta in the bus? Alcohol.
With alcohol, yeah.
It's like the bird bus.
With alcohol, yeah.
And then it was the bar sheet for dinner.
And they grab one of
I
your
think
favorite
it's a
lenders. and
fabulous
attorneys, and
idea.
it's half
Say it
the price.
again.
Yeah.
Grab one of your favorite attorneys or lenders
Yeah,
or
it's on
whatever, and they would go with you on that event. They want to sponsor that also.
Yeah, and they get a ton of business from it.
Fun.
Yeah. That's,
Guys, be thinking, what am I willing to do? Now, guys, if you try this for 2 weeks, it's going to be like trying to lose weight. Why do you keep talking about it? This is bad. It used to be thin on me, but now it's no longer is. So it's gotten small like this. But guys, just try it for 6 months, and then all of a sudden you go, wow, Jim, look what I've accomplished. Somebody right here is going to take that and they're going to do it in a year, and they're going to go, Jim, golly, I started doing this and look where I am right now. We see it happen all the time. We see our new people taking it to the next step. And people that have been around for a long time, they'll do the same thing. And guys, we have every tool here you can imagine to let you have that success. But you got to show up, guys. Obviously, you have to show up. Anything else that we need to talk about this morning as far as leads? Anybody wants to share? Anybody on TV land? You might all. Guys, let's get out there and let's finish the year strong. Bowls coming. Please sign up for bowl. At least the first step. Guys, that is such a no-brainer. And no other company out there does anything close to bowl. Nobody does. And I was at Harry Norman for a long time, and I loved Harry Norman. Harry was a friend of mine. He was my baby. I knew them well, but they just don't come like that. They don't offer this kind of training. They just do not. That's not a slam on them. It's just what we do well. You guys, thank you so very much. Anything else after this? We're done. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Yay!
We're finished.
We're all finished. We're all done.
Yeah.